Congratulations. Stranded Season 1. So, what does it mean to be stranded to you? Fending for yourself, but relying on others to get you through. Do you play selfishly? Do you play selflessly? One of you standing here will be our inaugural winner of Stranded Season 1. The other 15 of you will simply just be players from Season 1. So do you play aggressively? Do you play low-key? What do you want your legacy to be? Do you want to be remembered? Do you want to be forgotten? You only play Stranded Season 1 one time. So what is your story? You are the only one that can write that. Do you want to have the game run over you, or do you want to be running the game? Time will tell. So with that, let's just ask some fun questions. So raise your hand if you think the strongest part of your game is your social game. Two hands, let's look around, okay? Raise your hand if you think the strongest part of your game is your strategic mind. Nobody is going to be rough game. And who of you raise your hand if you think the strongest part of your game is your physical game? All right. So, with that, let's pick some tribes. Bandit.
Do it.
Purple.
Hey. Oh my god, buff and everything's so cool. My name is Bennett. I'm 25 from New York City, and I feel like everybody is pretty open, pretty welcoming. I haven't gotten any bad vibes from any of the players, so I'm excited to see how this is going to unfold. I don't know about putting my votes due, and obviously the group has remained as like a set collective of everybody, so we haven't really had the time to break off and form alliances. I think the people that I'm catching really good vibes from are Troy and Bex. Bex definitely has a massive and like great personality, but I think a lot of people are looking at her as a potential ally, so I might want to slide myself in there. And then I feel like Troy and I can get along pretty well, so that's where I'm keeping my focus. Andrew, from an org that we had played a long time ago. I don't know if he remembers me. Maybe he does. I blindsided him and took him out of the game, so I'm hoping he doesn't remember me. So I'm going to tread lightly there because there may be, we've played before, so he may want to work with me because he knows me, but also I blindsided him, so he may want to take me out pretty early. So I'm going to keep him in my sights and at arm's distance. Otherwise, I haven't really been feeling the vibes out on the other tribe too much. We've been pretty separate.
Daniel. Purple.
Hi there, I am Daniel. I'm a New Jersey native, so this is exciting to be playing a New Jersey-based Survivor game, Stranded. And my initial thoughts are, I came into this game thinking I might recognize a few people, and I know, like, as friends, like several of them already from other games. So I know Steven, I know John V, I know Troy, I know Dave. I know of Nathan. I think he may know of me, and I think people may, like John V and I are on the same tribe together, and we played in Outlast together, which was on YouTube. So I feel like people are going to clock that we probably know each other pretty quickly, but I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet about how we're going to handle that. So we're all just sort of doing the group kumbaya thing right now. And we're all like a bundle of nerves, myself included, just like figuring this out. I don't want people to know that I know people, but it's also very helpful that I know people, that hopefully I can make it through at least the first couple rounds that way. To work with. These are people that I really know and trust, like Troy and Dave particularly are people that I really know and trust. John and I didn't really get a chance to play together on Outlast. He did vote me out, but it was only because it was a crazy swap, and he just was sticking with the numbers, which totally makes sense. But I would like to work with them because I'm really terrified. As an older person, I'm really terrified of like being one of the first people out. So I would like to maximize my connections so that I'm not in that position.
Megan. Green.
Let's do it. I'm feeling pretty good. I just made like a pickleball connection with someone, and pickleball is my jam. So that's kind of cool. Pretty good. I'm the only female on my tribe, but I don't think that's going to be an issue here. So I feel like it might be all right. Dave, the dad, he plays pickleball. And there's someone else on my tribe, John, who I thought his name was Johns because his water bottle says Jons. He knew this band that's like from my hometown, and like no one knows this band, so like he's way cool. I'm hoping we're gonna do something together. So I'm probably just not getting anything from Matt. But I think this is his first like Survivor thing, so I might just be a little nervous. And we're all kind of like not super outgoing at the moment. I think we're just like ready for the first challenge. I feel like we've got like a diverse group and like skill group. I haven't really like sized up the other tribe yet. They do seem to be like very chatty compared to our group. There's a lot of like silence moments in our little group, and the other tribes seem to be like talking nonstop. So they might just have more outgoing personalities, perhaps. But is personality gonna win in the challenge? I don't know. We'll see.
I'm here.
Yep. Oh.
Great.
Let's do it. Great. I mean, I'm happy to be here. This is another just adventure for me. I don't get to do these things too often. I don't get to, go out and adventure a lot. So anytime that I get to do that, I'm either, because I'm back home, I'm either teaching or doing something else. So anytime that I get to do that, it's awesome. This is a nice tribe. I noticed that there are a lot of men in this game. I noticed that there are only 2 people of color in this game, which I understand it's because of probably the low number of abs, and being that it's an inaugural season, that pretty much happens. But I'm sticking out. I'm sticking out because I am the black guy here. I'm sticking out because I just think maybe I'm a bigger personality. I am already learning that I'm talking too much. I gotta take it down a notch. I always tell myself you gotta take it down a notch, but then I don't do it until it's too late. Hopefully I'm not coming off too strong on this tribe. I mean, there are a few people here who I recognize, right? So Gibble, I slept over Gibble's house last night. And then there is John B, who I've heard a lot about. I've heard a lot of crazy things about John B. So my stomach sank. I was excited, but then my stomach also sank seeing John B in this game because I've never played a game with John B, but I've heard a lot of stories about him. But every interaction that we've had online has been a positive one. He's also a teacher, so maybe I can work that angle with him. But if him and I cross paths in this game, I'm gonna have to keep him at a distance by also trying to benefit from him. Dave played Survivor Philly and Survival Challenge. I knew him from somewhere. I knew I recognized his face, but I wasn't quite sure where I knew him from. So now it rings a bell with Survival Challenge, but I don't remember seeing him in Survivor Philly. But my season of Survivor Philly is airing right now, so maybe that's something that can be talked about. And then there's something else. Steven's in this game, and I'm playing another game with Steven next month. And that's what's different about these LRGs, is because what you do in this game might impact a future game, but I don't give a damn what happens next month. I'm playing this game now, so I'm gonna try my best to kick ass. I'm picking up on vibes like I think this tribe's a little boring. Everyone just wants to sit down and not do nothing. Like, it's one world, let's walk around, let's mingle. But then anytime that I bring up the idea of like go talk to the tribe, people are like making faces look like, why? Like, stop being boring and like get up. I don't know quite who I want to work with yet, but I don't think that I'm gonna go home first in this tribe. I think that there are a couple of connections that I've made. Hopefully I don't go home first. That'd be terrible, but I'm gonna try my best to do well.
Let's see. Bets. Purple.
My name is Bex. I am feeling good but nervous, and I think that's just because I don't know what to anticipate. Everybody on the tribe seems to be like LRG people, so they've played LRGs before. So I'm wondering who knows each other, and I'm trying to make those connections right now, and like people are definitely going off and trying to be like subtle or sleuth about getting water and like side conversations and trying to listen. Glasses definitely help do that. But I don't know what to expect. I want to win. Like, obviously everybody wants to win. Like, I really want to win. I really don't want to be the first person voted out. Trying to be assertive socially, just so that I'm not the odd person out and I'm an easy vote off. So I'm trying to be assertive socially, but I'm not trying to be too much. So it's like, build those relationships, but don't overstep, and don't be too much, but don't be too little. So it's like trying to find the right balance of everything. Daniel and Troy know each other, and it seems like Daniel and Gibble, I feel like they might know each other. Still like checking everyone out, and I'm just watching. Basically, John S. I would love to align with. I think he and I are pretty much a similar player. And I would love to go to the end with him. I think he and I may have an alliance. Who knows? That might develop. Who knows? But I think it's cool to divide and conquer. So I'm kind of glad we're on opposite tribes. Right off the bat, I would just say, for terms of strength, it seems like Steven or Gibble might be a good choice, but I feel like they're also connected with players. So I'm just hoping that I don't get voted out because, nobody knows me. And I feel like there's prior relationships that I'm trying to figure out and weave in between. So we'll see if I can do it.
Steven.
I'm Steven, 23 years old from Long Island, New York, working as an actuary in New York City. Super pumped to play, so excited. I love Survivor. I'm a huge Survivor fan, and I'm ready to show everyone what I'm made of. Played multiple LRGs before. I played a few last year, a few so far this year. I actually, just last weekend, played in Big Brother Hogwarts, which I won. So that was my first ever LRG win. So I'm hoping that people forget about that, just enjoy how awesome I am and want to work with me and put that in the past. If somebody asks, I won't lie, but if they don't ask, I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
And maybe I'll try to downplay my win, oh no, I didn't really do that well, I barely got to the end, I got lucky. I don't know. There's a few people I know going into this game. On my tribe, I know John V, I know Troy, and I have met Daniel before, but never played with him. Everyone else on the tribe I have never met before, but they all seem really cool. There's a few of them that I really want to work with. So I'm definitely excited to finally get into the real strategy portion of the game and making alliances and see where I can position myself on my tribe. On the other tribe, I know Nate and I know Amir. I think those are only two. Don't remember exactly who was on there, but they also seem like they have really cool people. So I'm excited to see what happens if a tribe swap does happen. Hopefully I am on the right side of the numbers and then maybe can pull in some people on green.
Alex. Great.
Feel pretty good. Seems like a good group of players. Seems like a lot of gamers. A lot of people have played LRGs before. A lot of people, I thought it was really telling. They asked who thinks the strategy is the most, best part of your game. No one raised a hand. No one has fallen for easy traps here. I think these people are really, really strategic, but I have a really good vibe about my tribe. I think we're going to be competitive. I'm hoping that we get a little bit of action so that we can start to peel off and I can actually have one-on-one conversations. Being in one world sort of a situation where everyone's in the front yard, it's going to be hard to get those one-on-one conversations, and I think you're seeing that right now. It's just a lot of group talk. It's tough to form bonds, tough to make alliances. It's something I'm pretty worried about for my game because I think I thrive better in one-on-one situations, but we'll see how it all goes. I'm getting pretty good vibes. I think that you've got a couple people who seem very laid back and strategic, and I'm hoping that because this is a group that has kind of been around the block, that actually that behavior might make them more suspect than me. I'm trying to be open, friendly, establish trust. There are a couple differences, we've got one older guy who's made a couple comments that people are about with Dave. So I'm thinking, if we have to have an easy first boot, hopefully it can go in some sort of direction like that, but I'm not trying to overplay or force a hand here. Just kind of hoping that others are seeing what I'm seeing.
Matt. Green.
I'm Matt. I'm feeling really good. I'm from New Jersey. I'm 34 years old. This is my first LRG, so I don't really know what to expect that much, but I'm enjoying it so far and ready to go. First target. Anyone's a first target, really. But it's hard because we've been so unified. We've just been in the circle and no one's really been broken off or anything like that. And I'm trying to hear some clues of similarities so I can kind of break them off later. I'm like, oh, when you said that, like I can kind of connect with that, just trying to think of like who can I bond with. So no opportunities yet because we've been very just tight, but I think after like first challenge we might be able to spread out a little bit and kind of start, you know, form those bonds. So I have to get back to you. Finally just started to integrate a little bit, so we're all on the porch right now. Like while we were waiting, there was a couple of people I was talking to, like on the shuttle over, and of course, those are all the people that were on the other channel. I was like, damn it, there's the one people I kind of wanted to, you know, get to know a little bit more. But it's good for maybe like later on in the game when we merge or swap or something like that. So I have some prospects in the future, but just have to wait. Hopefully, I don't get voted out first. Seems good. I mean, it's hard to say. We probably all have our strengths and weaknesses, so maybe we'll get a better tell after the first challenge. But we do seem to have like nice balance. We went around the circle to say what are you kind of good at. So we have like a nice variety, nice spread. I think I'm pretty good myself with a multitude of things, so I can kind of fill any role. I think. But we'll see how it goes when in regards to like communication. I think it's probably the most important piece for like tribe in the beginning.
Right.
What's up, buddy?
My name is Troy Miller Cascaron. I am really excited. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I was very hesitant and concerned about, you know, who I might see on the mat, because that definitely was a question in the interview process. So I'm not terribly surprised that I recognize some people I've played with, some people I've seen play. So that's, I guess, comforting and not comforting, because if I know them, then they probably know me. And that probably means that everyone has some sort of connection going on. So just thinking in my head, okay, well, seeing how people are responding to each other, who is not really talking to someone, trying to keep their distance and all that. So like the paranoia is already like right there from the beginning. I don't know where I want to put the votes. I think it's too early to tell. Right now I'm just trying to get the sense of everyone's vibe. Within my tribe, I think pretty much like everyone to varying degrees. I think Daniel is someone that I can trust. I've known Daniel sort of loosely for a couple years, and we have a lot of common people in friend-wise, so I feel like I can trust him. John V, I know, plays a ton of these games and is really strong and really smart. Who else? Gimbal, I know, is also incredibly smart, and he's keeping that very quiet, so that's, you know, I want to work with him because I don't want to be on his target. Who else from the tribe do I know? Stephen Lupo. I played a game with Stephen, and we were sort of working together. So yeah, I mean, I feel like at least on the initial tribe, I have enough people that will want to work with me, but we'll see.
Over here.
Gibble.
My name's Gibble. I am here in wonderful New Jersey, just a short drive from where I'm at. I am so excited to play. There's a lot of familiar faces. There's a lot of people who I don't recognize. I'm excited to figure out how these tribe dynamics are going to play out, but I'm going to keep it a little bit low-key before the first immunity challenge. So Stephen Lupo was on the Caucus Challenge, Big Brother Hogwarts. He's on the next season of Caucus. He just played Mole, Ohio. He played competitive events and a number of other things that I don't know about yet. Amir slept in my house last night and was also on Survival Challenge 2023 along with the Great Lakes Challenge, and I think Steven's the only other person who knows about that. John V has been on more things than I can count, but most importantly, he played my game, and he played a game with Steven and Amir. There's this guy on the other tribe, tall, skinny white guy with brown hair and a beard. He played Mole, Ohio. He got second. Third if you count them all, I don't care. I don't remember much about him. I just know that he was a troll and he threw every challenge, but that was the mole, so I don't think it's gonna come into play here. I think one of the guys, it's one of the big guys, played on the Belleville challenge. I could be wrong, but I don't think there's any other Belleville people. Oh, and Troy played competitive events with Steven, so they know each other, but they don't know that I know that. I think that's it. We're gonna see how this tribe shakes out. On my tribe of 8, I know 3 other people, so that could form a voting block. I don't love that. I know that the viewers would hate that more than I would myself, but at the end of the day, I'm here to play a game. I'm here to make it to the end, and I will do what I have to do to win, whether that means voting out someone who stayed in my house, or it means dominating all the rookies of this game.
Hi, what's going on? I'm Nathan, I'm 22 from Columbus, Ohio. Definitely grateful to be here. A little bit of a trip, but we come out ready to, stab some people in the back. You know how it goes. I'm feeling good overall. I think it's just tough at first. Obviously, I'm young, 22, so socializing with some of these people, it's tough. I'm not super great in a big group, but like one-on-one and like in the small groups, the strategy sessions, I'm locked in. At first, I introduced myself as, Nathan from Columbus, Ohio, etc., but I said I was a camp counselor. I actually just got a new job as an area manager at Amazon, so I don't want people to know that I actually have a stable job coming out of college. I worked really hard, and I just don't want people to know that at first. So I just said camp counselor, which I did do in the past. It's just true. It's just not what I'm doing now. So I get here and I see Troy and Steven pull up. I've played the Mall Ohio with Troy. I've seen Troy in New York before. I've also seen Steven in a sequester game. So I have a little bit of pre-existing relationships, but unfortunately, you're on the other tribe. So if I can get past this early stage of the game, maybe get to a swap or a merge, I think I'll be looking good. Right now, I think it's really tough to assess because my worst part of my game is my early game. I need to find my footing, and once I do, I think I'll be set up well. At first, I really want to appear non-threatening. Obviously, I'm, young, tall guy, not really intimidating. I don't think I'm intimidating. Come on, what are we saying? But I think I'll be threatening down the stretch just because of challenges. I'm decent at pretty much anything. So at first, it's just finding my footing, and then I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Come on, So if it's chaos, if it's throwing people under the bus, all things are on the table for me because I came here, I traveled far, I bought a hotel, I live for this shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to go. So far in my tribe, I have kept up with the Challenge Great Lakes. I know Ymir is from Challenge Great Lakes as well as Gibble. So Ymir played with Trish and Mira, who were from the Mall, Ohio. So hopefully I can try and get that connection going. Otherwise, I think Megan is really cool, super good vibes so far. And I think Andrew mentioned a little bit about the mall, so hopefully I can get a connection there. It's just tough at first. I'll work with literally anybody. I don't care. As long as it's not me, I'm cool.
John, ready?
What's up?
Yeah.
I chose wrong. I feel like so far we're just vibing, vibe tribe. No one's really done anything to make themselves stand out, or no one's done anything wrong yet, pretty much. One that I don't like yet, but there's also no one that's like jumping off the page to me that I love this person so much. So I'm still kind of trying to navigate and see who fits best with where I want to go. I mean, I know Bex. TBD on if we even end up both getting to a swap and or merge together. I'm really not even worried about that right now. It'd be nice to play whatever it comes down to it, but for right now I'm playing my game, she'll play her game, and we'll worry about it when it comes. Excited, baby. I've been waiting for this for so long. It's all I've thought about for the past week. Literally yesterday, all I did at work, I accomplished nothing. They're not gonna watch this, so I don't care. I just was like typing things into my computer, strategizing, running through lists of notes that I made for myself. I got home from work and I just watched Survivor all night. I read all it's thought about. I'm so excited. I'm just praying I make it till day 2. Day 1's for preservation. Day 2's for really playing.
All right.
What's up, everybody?
John,
John V, aka the 2003-2024 LRG Villain of the Year. Let's see if I'm gonna live up to that name again. My first thoughts are, I don't think these tribes are random. There's people on the purple tribe that I've seen play games, and there's some I played games with. And I'm looking at the green tribe. There's not a lot of familiar faces, like 1 or 2. So I'm thinking maybe it was kind of divided by experience, like LRG players who played multiple games and people who probably played 1 or not, but I could be wrong. But that's my vibe right now. I'm just trying to see who's going to admit that they played a game. So far, I openly said I played a game. I haven't heard anyone else say it. I guess people think that'll put a target on their back, but I think I'm gonna probably use that to get as far as I can. But I think maybe that's the gist of the two tribes right now. I just feel like coming into this game, I played so many. I think this is my 14th to 15th. I lose count myself. I think it kind of puts a little target on my back, but I think people might want to utilize that as a shield, and I'm willing to let them do that. The only person I kind of made contact with and kind of said, good to see you, Troy. Me and him know of each other, play games, and know people of similar circles. So let's see, I've never heard anything bad about Troy. Troy probably heard I was a villain, so let's see if we can make this a real friendship. And I can see me and Troy kind of winning everybody around here, so let's see if that works out. Unfortunately, there's one person here who I just know is a hothead. They're actually a host of a show I played, and it would be Gibble. Gibble is young, new to this LRG world, and they have a tendency of trying to go after big names and trying to expose secrets. So if I could get rid of Gibble with no blood in my hands, that'd be my first execution.
Yeah. Andrew.
Yeah, I've got a coffee in me, a banana nut muffin, you know, caffeine and carbs, ready to rock. Now we're separated into two tribes, which I like. You know, I get nervous in small tribes, smaller, slimmer pickings, and I'm happy to be in two tribes. More people to meet, more people to hide behind. But you know what? When I look into our tribe and I stare around at everyone, we got a really good team, a really good tribe, but at the same time, if there's not like an already obvious boot, that's nerve-wracking. So if it's not somebody I notice now, is it me, right? So I'm already on top of my game that, like, if I'm not careful, you know, who knows what happens, because we have a lot of likable people, a lot of athletic people, so I'm not the only one there. And, you know, we're going to see what we can do. I have one prior connection on my starting tribe in Dave. I know of him. Hopefully that's a good starting point. I don't want to rely on him all game, but at least maybe, you know, some trust already built in. But I want to get to know the people that I haven't met yet. They're going to take me deeper in this game than Dave will. So I'm excited to get going, nervous to get going, but we're going to get it going. You know, something they can bring to the tribe, not super socially awkward, really good, you know, for as conversation can be when you're first getting to know one. Yeah, there's awkward moments, but we're not like, there's no like statement being said and everyone's like, wait a sec, and then, you know, thinking about that person as maybe they would vote that person out. So I think my best bet is to, you know, make as many good relationships as I can, see where my other people are standing and vibing with, and then like use that information to get in the good graces of the majority. If we lose, we gotta win. That's the key. We did a pretty good job of splitting these tribes up pretty even. You never know what you're going to get with some of these challenges. I think there are some, like maybe actually some more louder voices on the purple side of things, or whatever tribe name they came up with. And yeah, I don't know how that'll play out. There might be some big personalities that I could use later down the road. I'm going to stay open and stay options available to work with anyone in this game. So now that knowing that it's a one world type season here in Stranded Season 1, you know, every chance that I can kind of make a connection, a smile or a wave or just a sentence or two back and forth could go a long way. So. Yeah, I do.
So I don't really know what to think yet. I feel like everyone on my tribe, I feel like everyone's kind of like an even playing field a little bit. Like there's no one that I am looking to target, or there's no one I'm really looking to keep. At first glance, I feel like the other tribe looks like they might have a little bit more muscle, which makes me a little bit nervous. But I think that there's a lot of people on our tribe that is talking about like puzzle strength. So you really never know what the challenge is, like how that's gonna go. So right now I feel like first challenge, like I don't know what to expect. It can go either way. I've been on the hunt for idols and advantages, and I'm not having any luck. I'm even like in the porta potty, like looking through the toilet papers. I really hope that there's not one in there that I missed. Eyes are always peeling everywhere, but it's good I have my sunnies on. Hopefully no one can tell. To blend right now, not trying to stand out too much. I'm the smallest person on the tribe though, so hopefully size doesn't factor in at First Tribal. So I'm excited that we're here. I thought we were gonna be in the middle of the wilderness, and I was like picturing like, oh my god, what if at night like a raccoon crawls into my sleeping bag? I was so nervous, but we have this beautiful property. We're gonna be on the front yard, so to align with Bex for sure, just because we are the only 2 women on the tribe, and I feel like we kind of need to stick together. I really hope she said the same thing in her confessional. It wasn't like, let's get this bitch gone, so I'm the only girl. I don't know, I feel like it would be good to stick together. I feel like that would be good for us. And hopefully, you know, obviously this is a very imbalance with gender imbalance, so I'm hoping that, you know, we're not targeted right away for that. That's like the only thing I was kind of nervous about going into the game, but I don't think that's what it's gonna be like. But again, you never know with this game.
Hey. You got Bob.
Oh my God.
Favorite color. I'm a little nervous. I mean, when I play these live reality games, I'm usually the oldest person. On this tribe, I am really the oldest person by like 15, 20 years. So I'm always nervous that they're just going to say the oldest person's the easy vote. But it's a pretty well-established group of people who have played games like this before. I think every person has played at least one. I do recognize or know a couple people on the tribe, which I sort of anticipated coming in might be the case. We'll see, you know, so if they're willing to work with me, get a couple more and you feel safe for a while. But overall, nervous but cautiously optimistic. Andrew, Marcus and I played a game in Angelica before, and I recognize Amir. He's playing Survivor Philly right now. I played season 2, and it's hard to get good vibes sitting around in a circle. No one's broken off yet. We haven't really talked. I don't have any negative vibes about anyone. My biggest fear is just being in the early part of these games. Anything you do to make yourself different, whether you're too aggressive or too quiet or too anything, could be a reason to vote you out. Could I be too old and that's the easy vote out? You never know. You know, I can't, you know, it's tough getting old, but it's better than the alternative of, you know, I'm dying. So I'll take it. So we'll see.
Sure.
I think pretty good. We have some pretty good physical assets. We got a few people that say they're good on puzzles. I played these games before where I've gone under the radar, and I do a lot of prep for these games. I've built, I've bought probably 60 or 70 puzzles. I work on, I do challenges in my backyard, in my closet. My neighbors think I'm a lunatic. So in this one, I put myself out there and said, hey, I'm good at puzzles. Always a risk to do, but I'd rather do that in a 2-day game and try to be an asset to the tribe without being pushy. We'll see if it works.
Right. Favorite color.
We got this, y'all. We got this.
As an announcement.
All right, so you're probably wondering where your camps are, but we said there was nowhere to hide because you're all going to be living together. We're doing one world.
Yeah, my thoughts.
So you're already standing where you're going to be for the duration of the game.
Go around one more time.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I'm Matt.
Megan.
Andrew.
Dave.
John. Nathan.
Alex.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
We got changes to one I didn't have.
I'm gonna change into that.
We got a green
So I was like, oh my god, is this like the first season of Stranded, and like we're not gonna make it out alive? Guys, I hope not, because I have a lot of fat on me. I'm like, yeah, I didn't know
Definitely still carrying COVID weight.
You guys gonna murder her?
Yeah, right? Like,
But I was FaceTiming with my
Hey.
sister this morning, and she was asking me about it. I'm like, yeah, well, have you seen the movie The Menu? She's like, she thinks you're gonna die. Oh my god. And I gave my family the location and phone number. I was like, if you don't hear from me,
oh my god,
by
I didn't even
Sunday
do that.
I was gonna say, I'm sure everyone's done that.
My fiance knows, like, in theory where I am. You can find them on Instagram, but...
Both.
Oh god, okay. Oh, I got sunscreen if people want sunscreen. It's a spray.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I picked it.
How's it going? Yeah, it's one of those. Come on over. The one world setting. Yeah. Wow. Grr.
That's like totally Barney colors.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Right?
I didn't even recognize it. Yeah.
Cosmo and Wanda. Duck donuts are my favorite thing in the world.
Oh my god.
Oh, are they? This isn't the donuts, but
yeah.
they're really good donuts too.
Well, it's from Duck, North Carolina, right? That's where it started.
Yeah.
You guys have a better camp. You get to go look.
Yeah. It's all one world, baby. You know,
I feel like we switched. You guys are standing now.
Wow, there's a lot of people.
Is it intimidating?
It is. Yeah.
Well, whoever asked about the course for that, look at that day. Yeah, there's room here if anybody wants to go sit on the bench here. Yeah.
Last photo part 2.
Right.
Oops. There were too many people. It's not called. I don't know. You know Sam? I know Dave on the other tribe. I know John V. I know Steve Lupo. I know who else is on my tribe? I think that makes me okay for the time being, but I'm sure there's a tribe swap, so hopefully I'm good. We'll see. Anyway, having fun.
Sign.
I know, that's what
I don't even need words.
And on this side,
Can we be the first ever sign?
that would be
Pretty cool. So I've got one, but it's kind of wacky. I googled it last night. The word stranded in Fijian is Bakalakaka.
I like that.
So we could even like shorten it if we want, so it's not like the whole thing.
what is Baka mean?
Oh, that I don't know.
Wait, no. That might have been
Baka, probably. Yeah, generic 4 letters, 2 vowels.
Yeah. Baka Lakaka. I like it.
I think that, yeah, Baka.
That's it.
Yeah. All right.
Give us
What about New Jersey? Something in New Jersey.
Hoagies?
yeah, Wawa. We're the Wawa tribe.
I know 3 words in Fijian. Mago is mango, Niu is coconut, and then I know Vanaviu is coconut, then Niu is something else. That's all I know.
View sounds pretty sick.
I think that's blueberry. I don't know.
I don't know what it means.
Did anyone else Google like foraging in New Jersey?
So I was already be out there like picking berries and shit. So
There's something called like pawpaws, I think that's what it's called, and they're native to New Jersey. It's kind of like a mango.
I like Papa. That's a good tribe name.
Papa, let's do it.
P-A-W-P-A-W?
Yeah. I really hope it's pawpaw, not like mama. Let me get a fact check. I'm pretty sure it's pawpaw.
All right, so we were talking about tribe names. Purple, do you have a name?
Dude. Pawpaw?
Pawpaw?
Pawpaw.
Does that have any meaning behind it?
Some sort of
It's a
meaning. We don't know
native
what it
fruit
is.
to New Jersey.
How do you spell that?
P-A-W.
Green,
And we're purple, alliteration.
We are Bakalakaka.
which means
It means stranded in Fijian.
allegedly. All right, so we're gonna get to our first challenge. Will's gonna explain the rules.
This is your first immunity challenge. And you're going to say, what are we playing for?
That's cute. Wait, grab it.
One of you will be sent to the Senate.
Let's get him.
Cool?
Cool.
This is what you're playing for. I hope you guys are ready to run. So, when you are stranded, you may come across other inhabitants. They could be native, they could have been stranded, such as yourself. But whichever group you belong to, you're all trying to do one thing, which is survive. So in order to do that, you need to protect your supplies from the other group. So, with this challenge, you will be tethered together as a tribe to a rope because you need to move as one unit. You will each have a supply bag. There is a course behind me, as you can see, that you will start at opposite ends of. When I say go, you will then race around the course to tag someone on the other team. You feel like you cannot go further in the challenge, you can unclip and give your supply bag to another member of your team. There needs to be 8 supply bags being held at all times. Speaking of supply bags, any supply bags that fall, touch the ground, you have to collect before continuing on. However, when you have your supplies, you can't just toss them around, right? So it can be a little delicate. If your bag rips open, breaks in any way, it is an automatic loss. Also, this challenge comes with a small reward, and the winning tribe will be able to choose if they want to maybe have a coffee, a tea, or a Gatorade. 1 each. Any questions?
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, John's out.
Stay close. Don't hold. You're doing good. We're right about even. Well, great job. We're good. Pick it up. Good. Your handcuffs, great job. Someone's pulling me, so it's okay. I'm just. Go faster.
Going faster, guys.
Corner, so they're a little ahead of us. Here we go. Pawpaw now a little bit ahead. Wakalakaka has to pick up the pace. Up the pace. How you doing back there? Last one today?
I don't know.
Yep. Okay, go. Let's go. Wakalakaka down to 6. Pawpaw still has 8. Yeah, but Wakalakaka, ready, man. Drop. Drop. Go. You guys. Go. Now even 6-6.
Dave is out.
Go.
Max is out.
Let's go. You got this.
Sprint it!
Go. Takes another. Megan is out. Will, you want to take that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have Dan check him out.
Put her out. Oh shit. Pick it up. Yeah. No, return. Go. Come on. I got it. You okay? Bandit unclips. Knock it down to 4. That's
You got it.
How about you do great?
Can someone take it?
It's over here. Don't slow it down. Just slow it down. Don't stop. We're walking.
Catch up.
Hey, flip. Okay. Go.
Right there, 20.
Right, come on.
Go.
the other team. Next forward now. And back is forward now.
You can do it. You can do it.
Okay. Check. We're gonna check the bag.
Wait, pause.
Stop running. Stop running. Stop running.
They got a few extra steps there.
This bag is broken. Green loses, purple wins.
Let's go, baby.
Oh yeah, purple! So good, yo. So good.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Fetal position for the rest of the day.
Hey guys, we gave it a good go.
I did.
Good job, everybody.
Just holding it.
We gave it a go.
Just holding it. Just luck.
Well fought.
Does someone cut this off me? My circulation?
Yes.
All right. Papa.
Go for it, Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
Right.
Papa.
So, congrats to Papa. Well, I think it's time to introduce our next twist. So, our twist is called the Summit. The Summit is a place that only 2 people can go to, 1 from each tribe. Once you go to the summit, you cannot go again. So what is at the summit? Good things, bad things, both? Only the people going will know. Do I have any volunteers?
Anybody else? Yeah, that's great. I just want to see.
I'll fight on it. Yeah.
Do it.
Great. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. No, it should be one of the people that stayed in.
Yeah, call it now.
Ship will.
I'll go, and I will be completely transparent about everything to make this, if that's okay with you guys.
100%. Yeah, man. We trust you.
Go get it.
I just want us to do well, right?
Okay, so Amir, step forward. So you 2 stay here. Everyone else can go back to camp.
That's Alex. Do any of us think there's any dynamics yet, or it's too early?
Earlier we saw who were the 3?
There was
There was the 3 of them that like congregated over by the bathrooms very briefly. It was
I would have to see your feet.
Is it those 3 that are over there right now?
definitely the short one.
Okay.
But I don't remember the other 2.
Like I think it's interesting being a safe tribe, but also watching who's talking with who.
Yeah. That's a big advantage of this one world.
100%.
Yeah.
Especially like to know, like, say we get swapped later, we can see who's like talking to who. So like someone tries to be like, oh, I'm not with that person. It's like I've seen you every round.
Yeah.
Go with them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a couple over, I think they went over beyond the rope.
So no, there's the person at the rope, or there's the person at the summit.
Oh, the summit.
7.
And then there's nobody in the bathroom, so there's 6.
The guy who hurt his ankle, is he getting checked out still?
No, he's over there.
Okay.
Dave is missing.
Yeah, Dave is missing.
And no one's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Maybe confessionals?
Dave's in maybe a confessional. Yeah, that's not a good time.
I mean, it's always good to not be the last one.
Yeah.
When we get to both. That's good.
Do you want to go insert ourselves?
Oh, we actually play, right?
We could.
Are you trying to be a little dirty right now? So, like, I went into the challenge feeling really good, super confident, and then I started throwing up. And I ran like 2 laps, projectile vomiting. So that'll be awesome to watch back. I'm really photogenic, what can I say? So that sucked. Truthfully, I'm really curious to see like how many laps I could have gone, but I think I only did like 3 or 4 before I had to stop and like keel over and throw up. So that was fun. I love Bennett. Brooke came up to me. And Troy came up to me, but wanted to work with me, which was interesting. I did not go up to anybody, and I did not say I wanted to work with anyone because I don't know any of these people. I think I'm okay. I think I'm not raising too much of a target, and truthfully, like I I'm gonna try to cruise these first few challenges. I don't want to perceive as a threat. I want to make alliances, and then gloves are coming off.
Totally flying high that we won the challenge, but it was like kind of a shit show that John immediately broke his string and dropped out, and I had to be the lead because I'm not a strong runner, and I just about felt like I was going to die. By the end of it, I'm so glad that it broke that I didn't have to run anymore because I was literally about to throw up.
Towards the end, everyone kept handing me bags, so I had 4 bags, the most bags on my tribe, for a good at least 2-3 laps. So that was definitely tough, that was tiring, but I was pushing through. I wanted to win that first immunity challenge so bad.
Ooh, the challenge, that was a tough one to start right out of the gate. Cardio is not my strong suit. I think I'm actually already losing my voice, but I'm trying to just go into everything as positively as I can. Also, I have been dealing with an ankle injury since October, and that challenge, which sucks because it's the first challenge of the day, running on it really hurt, but makes me really proud of myself for being one of the final 4 left in that challenge and hustling. I think that it really showed to my tribe that I am an asset to the team, or the tribe, I hope. And also, obviously, about my ankle, that's something that I'm not revealing to anybody. I don't want to be targeted for that, but that wasn't easy. The challenge itself was brutal. I think to kind of see who might be the first vote out if we get there, but it sucks. You know, I like everybody, and when we do have to go to tribal, that won't be fun. I'm really bad with names, but the taller, skinny guy. I probably hear. He's super nice, and we've had a great conversation. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of other people that like pulled strength that I was kind of surprised with. Obviously, I want to keep Bex on here with me. I feel like that's a good alliance that could take me far. We've also talked about maybe aligning with Bennett, and also I like Steven. I feel like I just get good energy from him. I'd like to talk to him more. I'd like to connect with him more. Are there 2 Stevens on my tribe?
So the challenge was awesome. We were asking ahead of time, the tribe like who we thought were good runners. And I can sprint. I'm not like a good long distance endurance type runner, but I didn't think I'd have a problem. What I didn't count on was everyone having different pacing, and all of a sudden, like I was in the middle, people from behind were all of a sudden like now coming up on the side and bumping me, and I was like, oh, this is not working well. Plus, I didn't change out of my pants from the morning, so I was in like exercise pants, and it was friggin' hot. Disappointed in myself that I was the first to drop out after saying, yeah, I can run, I'm more of a sprinter, but hopefully the people are gonna be like, oh, well, Troy's not really a physical person, which maybe I am, maybe I'm not. We'll see what the challenges hold, and if I get that far, which I will. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Would have been better in the pool, cool off, but say la vie.
No Troy. And I know Steven. Steven doesn't know me, I don't think, but he knows that. He told me, he was like, "You're on Great Lakes, right?" I was like, "Yeah." So he knows us. Troy knows Dave and your tribe.
As far as I know, they're thinking about doing Matt on our tribe. Like, he's probably going to be first.
Yeah, I don't even know your guys' name, so.
Matt, the guy who rolled his ankle.
Will, do you want to take that?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's probably going to go anyway, but or it could be me because now I'm here.
I would just, you were very vocal in the challenge and camp life and all that, so I don't know if that means anything.
I don't think that tribe doesn't have a lot of gamers. I could be wrong, though. I could be first, but.
Welcome to the summit. So, when you are stranded, you might come across other groups of people who inhabit the place you're in, but money doesn't exist in this society. So how do you gain an upper hand? You have to talk it out. Presented in front of you is advantage in this game. You will not know what it is unless you have possession of it. 5 minutes have been placed on the clock. Both of you will need to agree on which of the 2 of you will take this advantage. At the end of the 5 minutes, if you guys cannot agree on who gets the advantage, you will both lose your vote at the upcoming tribal council. So you would lose your vote at this tribal council, you would lose your vote at the next tribal council you were to attack it. It is up to you to determine who gets the advantage. It is up to you how much you want to reveal about the summit to the other players. What happens here stays here. This is your time to talk. The clock is already started.
I actually think, I'm not even like bullshitting you, I think I might need this because when I was volunteering to go and they were trying to think of me going, they were like looking and like exchanging looks. And I think it could be me because they're trying to like play.
It's one world. If I need it and I need to go to tribal, you just
I
give
will
it to
absolutely,
me.
yes.
Yeah, it's
So I
yours.
can have it. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Just tell me what it is later. You can wait until after tribal.
So just need it official. What is your decision?
Do I have to make it official, or can I look around the set and then I
You
decide?
need to make it official.
Yeah,
with
it's yours.
I want
That's
to
all
take
it is.
Okay, so Gibble, you can go back to camp.
Can we say it's ship wheel and I just protect my vote?
Yeah. You know how to get there? Yeah.
I'm not sharing anything with Gibble, by the way. So, and I'm just keeping this to myself. Whatever it is, I'm lying about it because Gibble should know better that I was absolutely not. Like, yes. Yes.
Read it.
Congratulations, you have earned it. You have earned a hidden immunity idol. This idol will keep you safe from being voted out at tribal council. You must play this for yourself or someone else once the votes have been cast, but before they are read. Jack will give you the opportunity to play this at tribal. When played, this will negate all votes for the person it is played for. The last time this idol can be used is when there are 5 people left in the game. This idol cannot be passed on to someone else if you are voted out within it. Oh, if you are voted out within your possession. Okay, so it's just a regular idol. I have an immunity idol. I knew that something big was going to happen first, so I made sure. I was like, oh, I'm really scared. Like, guys, just protect me. No, but I wanted to come here. And here's some beautiful there. I knew it before I even read it. Oh my gosh. Yes, I got it. And now it's going in. I won't put it in my crotch because it's not that serious, but let me see if I put it in my sock. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it in so that I can always feel it. I'm gonna put it on the bottom of my sock.
So what's while we're just about to go back to camp, what are you gonna tell your tribe?
I think I'm gonna tell them that I just lost my vote. If I hear my name once, I'm playing this thing, and then I'm gonna send out whoever I think is the biggest player there. Which I think I'm the biggest player, but whoever is the second biggest player over there.
So you're gonna tell them that you lost your vote?
Yeah. According to a ship wheel. Gibble might have already said something about a ship wheel, so I wanted to say something about it.
And how do you think One World is gonna play into this first vote? Do you think Papa is gonna talk to you guys? Do you think they're gonna leave you guys alone?
So far, people have been being boring and not talking at all. Like, this isn't the One World that I would want, the One World that I've expected. Everyone's just like really awkward, which I think there are a lot of people just waiting to unleash, and I'm ready to unleash. Hopefully I don't get burnt out of this game early, but if I do, at least I can say that I played and I did something good and I tried. And put this in my shoe too. Let's put the paper.
Yeah, you take your time.
Was there any scenario where you were gonna let Gibble have the idol?
No, there was no scenario in which I was going to let Gibble have the idol. I don't care. Like, Gibble knows, if Gibble knows anything about, first of all, I knew he'd be that easily persuaded, and I love Gibble. But if there's anything that I know, if Gibble should know anything about me, he should know that I'm a player of this game, and I'm going to be cutthroat, and I'm going to do what I got to do. So.
Would you let it run out? The hourglass
Probably.
run out? If Gibble stuck his heels in?
Probably. I think if I'm not leaving with anything, neither of us are leaving. It's like, if I can't have it, no one can.
Prisoner's dilemma. You have to choose. You either risk your vote and you can get an advantage. They wouldn't say what. They said only the person who won it would get it to know. Or you could, steal it. Protect your vote and then nothing. I've protected my vote because I'd rather have a vote than an advantage. You can check my pockets. I'll strip down.
You're good. You're good.
But
Was it like?
You don't know what come here.
he walked in, and as soon as they submitted the rules, he's like, "I'm gonna risk my vote." I'm like, "Okay, well, what can I do now?"
Okay. If you would both risk your vote, was there a penalty?
I think we lose our vote.
You both lose your vote. Yeah.
But there were there was like a red rock and there was a blue rock, and I walked over to the confessional. I was like, "Which one do you want to pick?" Blue rock.
Okay. All right.
I'm just curious if, like, since there's the summit and nobody can go to it twice, like, is every single person going to go?
The summit is sneaky, and here's the thing. Another thing is, like, why is Gibble wearing a hat in 80-degree weather? Like, are you having a bad hair day? What's under it? And, I mean, I don't know these people, but, a lot of them seem super confident with the statements that they're making. I just think it's really interesting that Gibble said, yeah, check my pockets, but he didn't take his hat off. That's, like, the most obvious thing, and it's a bright orange color, dude. Like, what?
People told me, or told all of us, that it was a prisoner's dilemma pinwheel or captainship wheel type of dilemma from 41. I don't know if I trust it. He was looking, or at least I don't know if I trust that he didn't risk his vote. He said he's protected his vote. He was looking down the whole time when he was telling us that story and never really made eye contact. So I'm not sure if I quite buy that. That said, he's come up to me and says he wants to work with me, so we'll see if I can pull a little bit more information out of him. But for the time being, I don't know if I trust the story that I got.
Very strategic player. I raised my hand saying I was more of a physical player, but I always observe who wants to go first. And the person I suspected on my own tribe was the first person to volunteer. And I'm just keeping all that I would eye. I know their reputation. I already kind of told some people in my tribe that we should watch out for them. They're young and they're trying to make a name. So some of us that do have names in the community, they might try to gun for us. Right now, I'm playing it cool. They think we're cool. But as soon as I can pack them up, I want them going. But I'm also thinking maybe an advantage is not an idol or extra vote or steal a vote. It may be you get a clue to where the idol is. So from what I heard, Gibble told us that Amir took the advantage. So if Amir did take the advantage, my odds is on Amir for this next challenge. If I see him sprinting towards a certain area, I'm gonna haul ass right after him. So let's just kind of see, and hopefully we win again and I can go to the next one to kind of validate or see how much Gibble said is true.
So my thoughts on the summit is Gibble and Amir ended up going, and I think that I know Amir and the way he plays, he's very chaotic. He's very messy, so I knew going into it he was going to want an advantage. He was going to say that he wants to risk his vote, and that is what Gibble ended up coming back to tell us.
I'm not surprised by the summit. What I am very skeptical about from the summit is Gibble, Sam, told me that he was close to Amir, who also went on the summit. Amir and I had a moment walking to the restroom, and he's like, I'm bummed that we're not on the same tribe. I was like, absolutely. Got great vibes from him. Little gay alliance, teacher alliance. So I hope that we can sync back up. But having the two of them on the summit, I don't know how much I can trust Gibble's word. And from what I'm hearing, some people in the tribe are really worried about him because he studies the game. He watches all these LRGs, so he knows people's games, and he's going to be coming for big names like John V, or like myself.
That it was a prisoner's dilemma where you pick either to protect your vote, which means basically nothing would happen, or you risk your vote. And if you risk your vote and the other person protects their vote, the person who risks their vote gets an advantage of some kind, but it was not named what that advantage was, at least to us. Possibly Gibble knows what it is, but to us, he did not reveal that information. He apparently protected his vote, so he still has his vote for our tribal. Emir apparently risked his vote, and so he may have some sort of advantage if that is how things played out. I tried to question Gibble a little bit, but I don't want to come across as too right off the bat. There's no need to ruffle any feathers. No, I'm looking forward to, I've had a couple little moments with the people that I know just to kind of touch in with them, but I'm looking forward to breaking out a little bit more. But right now it's still very kumbaya. But I've noticed that the bathrooms you can hear between the two porta potties, and I might take advantage of that maybe and see if when somebody goes to the porta potty, if we can have a little whispered conversation between the two porta potties. Let's see. I don't know. It might happen.
Right now, we are looking for any sort of hidden advantage or idol in the forest. I say forest lightly because there's about 6 bushes, and I was the one who suggested the tribe idol hunt. I think that if someone's going to find it, it's already found, or it just doesn't exist. Right now, I'm leaning towards doesn't exist. The other part of this is I've been wanting to game for 4 hours now, and we haven't lost damn immunity. So I'm using this as an opportunity to take people one-on-one while looking for idols with them. But I'm like, hey, you and I are solid. I've only really gotten that from Bennett so far. He's the only one I've had the chance to chat with, but I think John V and Troy would be good numbers to pull in. As for the summit, try and use these twists to my advantage. Hopefully the next person doesn't come along and spoil because I made up this elaborate lie. Hopefully they'll agree with me and people won't compare notes, but who knows what's gonna happen. Hopefully it doesn't blow up my game.
So when I went to so I walk up to the summit, and as soon as we sit down, like Will turns over the hourglass and time's running. I'm like, my heart starts my heart's beating out of my chest because time's running, Will's talking, and I kind of want Will to like talk faster. Like, you're taking too long while this like the sand is coming through. Like, I don't have much time here, and I don't know how Gibble was gonna like. I had a good feeling that Gibble was going to be able to be persuaded, but I don't know how the hell Gibble's going to like I don't know. I can't 100% know. So he ultimately tells us that if we can't decide on who to open the chest and we both lose our vote, I know Gibble. I slept at Gibble's house before I came here. I know that was a thing, which pre-existing relationships are in, and we be just pulsating through this game. So I mean, I didn't think it wasn't too hard. But yeah, so we decided. It was very quicker than I thought, and Gibble was fine with it. Gibble thinks that I'm going to tell him what I have, and I'm not telling Gibble anything. I might tell Gibble that I have an extra vote, just like I told Nathan, but that's pretty much it. Gibble's like, if I'm in trouble, can you pass it to me? I'm not passing you a damn thing. I need it for myself. I'm not passing anything to you. And this is one world, so that would be allowed, but I'm not doing that. Yeah, so then I open the chest, and the first thing I see is this beautiful idol. And I don't want to get caught in any lie. If I hear my name even once, if I sniff my name, I'm playing this idol myself, and I'm going for the biggest person over there. And I think that Alex, a big player over there. He's gaming, he's like being secretive, and I know that. I just know a good player when I see one. I think Alex is a great player, but we'll see what happens.
There's no difference.
It's gonna be
Flavor. Blue.
Blue.
Thank you.
Wait, where is their last player?
I'll take red.
Is it
Thanks.
confessional?
Amir's back.
Orange.
I'll take red, please.
Red for you. Blue looks delectable.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, Papa. Cheers, Papa. Wait, photo op.
Community.
All right.
I'm gonna see if I can put it into my water bottle.
All right, so who brought vodka nips?
Who brought the edibles?
Disappointed in the outcome. We actually had a strategy that I'm 99% sure would have won, except we had a bag that no one dropped, no one ever touched. Just that hurt us. Otherwise, Purple Tribe would be going to the Tribal Council right now.
In the thick of it now, I mean, we lost that challenge because my bag broke, and I had that thing tighter than any running back in the NFL. You weren't popping it, and it sucks that it did pop because it's a shitty way to go. And here we go. We got to vote somebody off. I'm an easy target because bag popped on me. We're not going to vote out the guy that twisted his ankle.
We sort of got the double whammy. We had a person go out with an ankle injury, and we had a bag leak.
Well, I missed half of it, so I really don't even know what happened, to be honest, because I twisted my ankle, unfortunately. But I'm feeling okay right now.
Did have a really good leg up in that challenge at the time where it ended. I mean, it's unfortunate that the bag broke, but I do genuinely believe if we kept having the chance to run around, we would have caught them eventually. We had a good groove going.
We just got unlucky. Like we were ahead. We had the right strategy. Just the thing we were holding, the bag broke. It could have happened to anyone. I think we really would have had it. We had the right plan. We were moving. We dropped people as we had planned. Just one of those things. So it's a bummer.
And I could have like, part of me, I didn't want to come off too strong. I didn't want to. I'm already too vocal. I'm already vocal at Cam. I'm already vocal in the challenges. I didn't want to come off too strong. But they could have, in some way, handed me all 8 of those bags, and I could have sprinted around that thing. I'm an animal. I'm a dog, and I can do this. I could have done this, but I have to remember that this isn't the challenge. This is Survivor, which is a social game, a social strategic game. And if I do that, people are going to want me out before the merge.
Can we join? Is that
Of course
cool?
you can join.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
We saw that there's 2 pairs, so seems like I got feeling.
I was just saying, like, I personally don't want to vote for Amir if he's going to be going and doing that. Like,
I agree.
I'd like to take his name off the table.
I think that's totally fair.
Yeah, that's where it was. We'll see what he says, I guess. He seems legit, though. Like, I don't think he's going to try to throw us for a loop or anything. Yeah. I mean, I guess also we'll see what he says when he's back. It's less sketchy than too big.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Kind of trying to feel it out.
I know.
So
That's the thing,
in, it's really tough.
I don't get bad vibes from anybody.
I don't either. I know I want to win this next challenge. You know what I mean? I think we're going to be in the tribe format for a little bit longer before anything switches up.
I agree. I think there's probably a swap in the picture, but I don't think we can't bother with that.
Yeah,
now.
you can't.
It's too early
for that. Like, yeah.
We need to deal with the issue at hand.
Yeah, I'll just say, like, I feel great about you guys. Like,
Yeah, I feel really great about it as well.
Before Anir walked off, he's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the only name I've heard so far. I'm just being totally.
Right now.
That's what Amir said. Sure.
Okay. All right.
So
I mean, because of his ankle, or like, did he have other
the
reasons?
ankle.
I guess.
Yeah, the ankle.
Okay.
Because like you said, try format. You know,
Yeah.
it's tough. Like we don't know what's gonna happen. I don't. It's just so early, not solidified anything. If we jump the gun on it, like let's say that's in here, let's go, let's ride. You know.
Let's do it.
I mean, I also feel like we're all pretty well-rounded from what I can gather.
I feel the same.
Decent everything, and like
I don't know if anyone would expect this to.
I'm not going to literally look up to the sky to talk to you guys. This is like perfect. Perfect cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I don't want to like fist bump right
Yeah,
now.
no, let's.
Yeah, no.
Let's do it. Want to go back over
Yeah,
time?
let's-
All right, cool.
I'm not hearing the same.
I've only heard Matt. So
What are we talking about?
I haven't talked to him.
I haven't. I like oddly enough haven't talked to him yet. So.
Okay. Cool. I feel good with you guys. I mean,
Yeah.
same.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Is it just 6 of us right now?
I was feeling happy about on the track. So like I can't vote off the people, but I was like, I don't know, I feel happy about.
What is the second name then? Like, what is the name that you're telling them if it comes to that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
If you guys want to say maybe something, like I'm fine. But if you just need a decoy,
I mean, if you're willing. But also at the same time, if you hear your name, don't think that it's
right.
Like I'll trust you guys.
Yeah.
I have no additional.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
That's why
really
I'm
like
the
you
perfect
two.
cover.
Like I want to. Yeah, it's good cover.
So I'll take it.
I would take it, but this is the trust. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay. So, well, if he comes up to us, I'm gonna say, I don't know. I don't want to do Matt, but
yeah,
I guess
you can say I've been complaining about it. But
Do you mind? Should I go run over there and join them and
make it organic.
Yeah.
You know, as much as possible.
Sure. Okay.
I just don't want.
I haven't got to talk to them.
Like I don't know if Dee's gonna pair up with Megan and Nathan, and then 4-4, we don't want that. So
We should just do our best to get that group to split up a little bit, and then say
I can
to
talk to
Megan,
Megan.
Yeah, right.
Talk to her.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was
Let's talk to Andrew real quick though.
Yeah,
Let me know.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I was wrong. My dad got before.
Oh, that's cool.
He said he really liked me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hey. I haven't got to talk to you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I haven't talked to
Go to
you.
the
Okay. Yeah, might as well talk.
What did you guys say? I just said how are you feeling? You know, what are you thinking? He, likes John. I think they've got a sort of bond, and I was basically trying to be like, hey, John, are you okay? I think so, but it's tough when you don't have time to talk to people one-on-one.
Yeah, okay. I think there's a majority that's kind of feeling the same thing. So it's tough to go against that.
It was the initial, just kind of felt the pain, don't want to touch it beyond too much, but I feel like I'm hopping now, so I think
Yeah. So what have you been hearing? Tell me, because I just was out.
right. Well, me, because I'm injured. Yeah, but I'm really not injured. I would say now. But otherwise, I don't know. Do you have any head on?
Listen, I'm a transparent player. I felt good about you from the jump too. I will say I have heard your name. Obviously, I don't think you're injured. So
It's just superficial.
No, I know. Because anyone's going to jump on anything.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm saying. There's two over there as well. So I'm open. Because I don't want to. It sucks to be the guy who gets injured.
Right.
And
Who
they
wants
just
that?
vote him out.
That's cruel. Justice for the injured players.
We're making a TV show here. Yeah. We're trying to be entertainment. Let's make good TV, people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to root for the injured player, right?
You want a premiere with the injured guy voted out first? No. That's boring.
That's boring.
Come on, what are we doing here?
So I think you, Chris, too, and also John. Yeah. We've been chatting a while. Yep. We were saying no reason, the older John and Dave. Really for no reason, so we had good names. So we were thinking that. And
what if we go over there right now with the 4?
That's what I wanted to do. You don't have a vote.
Right.
And I think...
But I'm still pushing it, because you're talking about myself.
Yeah. Yeah, you come in. Yeah. I think the only other name I've heard from is maybe, and I don't know if it's a decoy name or not, but, so... Yeah, just,
You'll learn.
I just don't want to say awkward on this. So
You're good.
yeah,
You want to talk to?
yeah. So I've heard Dave, but I don't want to do that.
I'm not doing that.
I've heard it from like John, Alex, and Matt want to do Dave, and I don't know if they're telling me Dave.
John, Alex, and Matt?
Yeah.
John.
So John come in, and then Matt and Alex over there.
These things are stretchy.
So I was just trying to fill him in on what we were thinking.
Just, I don't have a goal.
I'm cool with that. As long as it's not me, that's what's most important to me. I mean, I've gotten really good vibes from Matt. I can say, just seems like a really good guy.
So, I mean, I don't have a vote. Anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
I still want you to have a voice, though.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why I've been like
Still
saying, are we
deserve
doing that? Yeah.
What are you leaning?
I am honestly torn because, you know, Dave has been nothing but great in my eyes.
I know. I mean, everyone has been.
And Matt doesn't have that snap there where he trips and falls. Like, I wouldn't even think there either. So
Sure. I mean, if there's concern around his ankle, I'm in with
it's a long day.
And tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess tomorrow.
I'm more worried about today. You know,
we
but
need to stay together today. I mean, is that how you guys? I'll do it if you are.
You got pride. Telling two different stories to the drive, which is going to get me in, could get me in trouble. But I trust Nathan enough to the point where he's not going to go back and say anything. I lied and said something about his ship's wheel because that's what Gibble said, and I didn't have enough time to talk to Gibble.
He doesn't have a vote, but him, myself, and Dave are in an alliance right now because we are the standouts. Like, those could be reasons to be voted out potentially, but we are sticking together, and I think we'll be all right. I'm also in another alliance with 3 other people that I actually think I might have forgotten who that is, but I'm like, feel like I'm well insulated right now. I just gotta keep these groups like straight, or else that'll really fuck me over. Like, I was with this group and I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is the group, and then I go to another group and they're like, let's do this, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm gonna have to, like, obviously put my foot down at some point, but for right now, for this first vote, I feel safe.
Making sure that I can build trust with a lot of people and then be able to, like, refine that by seeing people's actions, not just words. However, I get really good vibes from Nathan. Nathan sort of has done the head nod. He was the first person to talk with me that, like, really wanted to go out of their way to talk with me. We're both from Ohio. Like, I think he's a gamer. I think he's a strategist. Like, I'm not naive, but I think that's a really strong potential. I also get the vibe that Andrew and Megan could be a really solid, like, core part of an alliance. I think that they're both pretty rational people who are a little bit more nervous than I am. And I think that's a good thing for me to kind of be a calm center and not just have, you know, that relationship. I feel okay about this tribal. When something like that happens and a person gets hurt, it puts a name or a thing to talk about in the tribe. And when you're going into your first sort of scramble situation, it's always good to have a name that's not yours be the subject of attention. Whether you want that name or not, like, it's good that it's not you. So,
well, I did my first walk up. Me and him were talking, and we're like, okay, we got this TC and J bond. And I was like, who are you feeling? He said, like, I'm thinking maybe somebody for voting out, like somebody with Brown. He's like, I forget the name Brown. I was like, Brown, who's that? I wasn't sure. And then other people started coming over. And then he went off John, and I was like, I'll talk to them. And I was like, I'm feeling good with us and with John. He was like mentioning somebody named someone with Brown. And then the guy turned around, he had Brown on the back of his shirt. And I was like, oh no. I didn't realize he was talking about him. But apparently it was just a miscommunication. We squared it up, and it's supposed to be the 4 of us, plus now Nathan. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully that didn't blow it up. You said it was cool. That's why I came real quickly. You know, we're thinking the vote is going to be Dave, and I told them, you know, like, throw out my name. Like, it makes sense that people would vote for me, so I'm using myself as the cover, and hopefully, you know, my alliance is actually being legit with me. So I've been hearing my name, but, like, I put it out there on purpose. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I make this vote.
The guy that twisted his ankle, Matt, just told me that John S. wants to vote out with someone wearing brown. Little did he know I am the brown. So now I know Matt's already spilling things. So let's go tell John that and see that we can't trust the ankle guy, and maybe I can survive. I got 2 good ankles and a lot to offer this tribe. I hope I've made good relationships with Amir, Megan, and Dave, and that's majority, no matter what those other fellas want to do. I want John to vote out Matt here because not only does Matt have a bad ankle, he's spilling, you know. You can only say so much when you're in a tribe of talking with 2 other people. You got to say a name not with you, so I get it. I don't hold that against him yet, but we're going to make sure I'm not the vote. I don't want to be first boot. I've got a lot of game left in me, and we're going to make this shit happen.
I believe Amir entirely with what he said. It sounds very realistic. He said, you know, tiny mini ship wheel. You can either risk your vote or protect your vote. He said he lost his vote. He told us that very straight up. He said he risked it. I guess the player from their tribe also lost his vote, according to what Amir is saying. He could be lying, but I do trust him right now. I don't think there's any reason why he would lie this early. It seems like poor strategy. I don't know. I mean, most important, I just don't want it to be me. And I have had multiple people come up and say, like, I feel good about you. I don't want to write your name down. I want to go forward with you, which makes me feel really good. Hopefully it's true. So far, I mean, my strategy is just when someone says they want to work with me, I just say, yeah, let's rock. So I hope that, like, doesn't become a thing in the future. As of this moment, I mean, based off of the short conversations I've had, it sounds like there's like a little mini trio of me, Megan, and Nathan. But then I also got approached. Alex, Matt, and Andrew all kind of came up. They had been talking together previously. They came up and they said, like, hey, we feel really good about you as well. If I had to pick like the person I feel good about the most, it's probably Matt, simply because, you know, we both went to TCNJ, so we have that connection. We had like a really good vibe before the challenge started. We were just chatting for a while. It's really unfortunate he had to be the one that hurt his ankle, because I don't want him to go out. He did offer up himself as tribute to be the decoy vote, kind of saying like, hey, like, I know my ankle's hurt, it's kind of obvious, like, if you guys want to throw my name out there, and maybe we go more like a Dave route, that's possible. You know, I don't want to vote anybody out, but it can't be me. So if it has to be Dave, it has to be Dave. And if it has to be Matt, it has to be Matt.
At the moment, playing all sides is kind of necessary because I don't want to go out first. I'll try and maneuver my way afterwards. I would rather course correct on that later than not play too hard early and regret not having all those deals and alliances. So I don't like to live with regrets and play with regrets. So I'm going to go out there and go out swinging. So right now, I might be playing a little too hard, but I'd rather play hard than go out. So I have a 3 deal right now with myself, John, and Megan. I have a final 2 with Alex so far, and I'm kind of locked in with Amir one-on-one and kind of locked in with Dave right now. So I feel like I have good tribe relationships at the moment, and I just want to propel myself to the future. I didn't come out here from Ohio to lose. I plan to win. Quickly just spoke to Amir. I said Matt was the only name I'm hearing. Hurt his ankle, unfortunately. Tough for the guy. I think it's his first LRG, but he's in a pool of sharks here, you know what I'm saying? So I played a few, and if you don't jump the gun and push somebody out to the road, it's gonna be you. So I'm ready to snake anybody.
Amir on our tribe volunteered to go, which was, I feel good with him. He and I have played 2 live reality games that are the same, never with each other. I watched his first episode of Survivor Philly, and actually messaged him last week saying, you're my favorite player in the cast. So hopefully he remembers that, you know, but I'm not too worried about the summit, especially early. These kind of things happen. You just got to roll with the punches. You hate to be in the first tribal, and you're always nervous. I mean, no one wants to go home early. You really don't want to be the first person going home, because then you sit around all day and people look at you and feel bad for you. So I think I played 9 of these LRGs. I've not been the first vote out yet. So, you know, knock on lots of wood. You know, I feel relatively comfortable in the first vote, but you can never feel fully comfortable. I am the oldest person out here by a good bit, especially on my tribe. So they could very easily say, you're a liability, even though I'm probably in better shape than most of them. I'm good at puzzles. My guess is Matt, who went down with that ankle, it's going to be the easy vote, because the early votes in these games are anything that sets you apart, that makes people point their eyes towards you.
All right. First tribal council of Stranded. Not where you want it to be necessarily, but you knew it was coming. Matt, we want to start with you. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Yes, clearly I got hurt. I think it was just the initial pain that worried me, but like I've been hopping around, so I am good. So things are okay. Sorry that happened, but it is what it is.
Do you feel like that had any impact on the challenge?
I mean, we were dropping out at that point, like we're going down to 4, I believe, so it was like kind of perfect timing, I guess you could say. So I just passed my bag to Nathan here. But unfortunately, we had the bag rip, so it is what it is.
Overall, about the tribe's challenge performance.
I mean, I actually genuinely believe we would have won if it weren't for the breakage. The last couple of circles or squares that we had made running, I noticed they had kind of started to slow down in the same point right when they were turning, whereas I feel like that was where we were starting to get stronger as we went on. It's unfortunate the bag had to break. I think it's just unfortunate, luck of the draw, but I do really think we had that in the bag and we did have the stronger overall performance.
Andrew, what happened?
Yeah, I'm the unfortunate soul that got the bag, and I felt really secure not only about how that bag was placed, like it wasn't going anywhere, and I was ready to take on another one if I needed to. My heart rate was down. I could jog at that pace and pick it up much, if we needed to. So it did suck that I got the white crap all over my pants, but I hope the whole tribe sees that we have a solid group here and we're going to win some moving forward.
Alex, you think that's the main focus on the tribe, is just what's this first vote about? Is it about challenges? Is it about alliances? Do you see people breaking off?
Yeah, I mean, I think we may have had some flour on our pants, but nobody's got egg on their face. Everybody.
That was awesome. That was great. That was really good.
I think everybody communicated well, which is something that I'm looking for in a tribe, right? We don't know how long we're going to be in this configuration, but especially at the beginning of the game, you just want to be able to find people that you can talk with, that you can relate to, that you can work with, and I think there is a lot of that here.
It's everybody has an equal say kind of tribe. Has there been any kind of strong voices that have emerged? Any leader type roles?
I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus and say they're the leader, because that's a bad target to put on someone early in the game. People communicated really, really well. Even, when talking about who goes to the summit, it wasn't like there was any animosity or people were concerned. We came to the consensus, go, no issue there. So yeah, I think it's pretty good communication across the board from everyone. No one's dominating the discussions, no one's controlling the strategy of the challenges or anything. It's good.
So, Summit, I'm here. When it was first read off that there was going to be a summit, it was going to be one person from each tribe. Is that a situation where you knew, hey, I want to go? Are you raising your hand? Is everybody raising their hand?
No, I just want to say I love this tribe. So we were all indecisive and everyone was nervous. So I just took the bullet for everyone. It wasn't a matter of me trying to do anything crazy or anything else. I was just I'll do it. And then I changed some looks. I just felt good with this tribe that because I'm going over there, they're not going to target me for it. And I hope that I wouldn't get targeted for that. I just think I have just a unique battle in this game with the diversity and things like that, which I understand the applicants and things like that. The applicants probably were low, but I just think that that's if there's anything I'm nervous about, it's probably that. Not that I will be targeted on basis of that, but I think I just stand out. So if there's anything, I'm not nervous about the summit, but if there's anything I'm nervous about, it's probably a little bit.
Megan, if I may, not to shine a spotlight on you, is that something you noticed as the only woman in your tribe, if I may?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I noticed that there's 2 on the other tribe and 1 on this tribe. That's nerve-wracking, of course, but I felt like I held my own in the challenge. We had a plan of, when we were going to kind of go down to 4 people, and we followed that plan. It wasn't like I was the first to drop, and that wasn't a thing. So I don't feel like me being a female at this point has had any impact in a negative way. I think we're all just working well together, just going to continue forward in that way.
So Nathan, what I'm hearing is everybody gets along, everybody loves each other, everybody's, no one's going to target me, no one's going to target me, I don't think we're going to do this. Someone's going home. what is the first vote based off of?
Right, it feels like just a series of unfortunate events, right? In any sort of game like this, LRG, whatever else you may play, the first vote is always going to be the toughest because no one wants to be that first person. And I would just like echo what everyone else said, that this tribe has been super nice, like super great to meet all these like different individuals from various places. So the first vote is about trying to find some sort of name or something that you can go off of, and then it is what it is, right? Someone's got to go.
Matt, how comfortable do you feel?
Not comfortable. Obviously, I am the easy target, so it makes sense. Like, I justified. But, I think that Survivor is about bonds and trust, right? So it's not really about me being injured, even though I am fine. But, like, we're in the drive phase, so therefore, we can divide up the strengths, and, like, I can do another portion. Like, we can manage. What's more important, I think, is, like, you're concerned about me being injured, like, individual phase, you'll destroy me. So I think it's more about the bonds, and then go ahead and destroy me later.
Nathan, comfortable?
You can never be comfortable. And then it's the same way in the show. If anyone raises their hand at tribal council and says, I'm comfortable, then they could be blindsided and have been blindsided. So I would say you should never be truly 100% comfortable. And I think that's why we all love the game so much and why we're here.
John?
Yeah, I mean, to echo what Nathan just said, obviously there's no such thing as comfort in this game unless you have an immunity necklace around your neck, which none of us do yet. But I do feel comfortable enough in the bonds that I've made so far. I feel really good about the people who I've had a chance to talk with. Obviously, there's a chance they can come back and flip on me, but as of right now, I feel solid.
I'm here. Comfortable? You know where the vote's going?
First of all, I don't have a vote. These people all know that I don't have a vote at all. Based on what happened at the summit, I just didn't reiterate that. But a lot of what I did was like self-preservation. I am definitely feeling uncomfortable being that I went there. I don't want anyone to think that I have something or like trying to do something like I don't. So that's my affair too. Yeah, so I'm not comfortable at all.
Alex, President Baker?
No, not comfortable. I think that, oh God, if we're gonna, am I gonna have to do bacon analogies the whole time? In the cake of this tribe, you never know what it's gonna come out until you test the oven.
Are you cooked? I'm sorry.
I mean, you can never be too comfortable. I feel like I've had good conversations with people, and I just have to hope that what I talked about with who I talked with is going to be what the plan is.
Andrew?
Yeah, similar to that. I'm going to always be a little bit uncomfortable, but trust the people I wanted to put trust into. And, I think I got the closest thing to egg right now is a little flour on my pants. But I hope we can look past that and realize that I can also be a big asset to this track.
To kind of close out before we vote, any final thoughts on this vote?
Sure, no one wants to see their game scrambled. That'd be a bad yoke on them if they have to go home first. I market things, so I know what they I'm personally feeling nervous. I'm like, no one raise your hand, but I don't think anyone in the tribe's over 40. I'm 55. So if you're looking for someone out of the gate that you could easily say they're different, old people tend to be a liability in some of these games. So I could easily be at risk, but you said it well. You trust your bonds, and you, at the end of the day, hope they're telling you the truth, and then it's not you. But this is going to set the stage for the rest of the game, so it should be an interesting vote. In this vote, the two names floated out with me and Matt. Matt because you were hurt, me because I am old, and me because I'm bald. People hate bald people. Just kidding. So hopefully it's not me. Matt, I'm voting for you for no other reason than your name is not Dave. Best of luck.
It'd be my only vote, so say hi to my girlfriend. Hi, honey. So it's either gonna be me or Dave. So either the bonds are there or not. We'll see what happens.
All right, I got the votes. All right, If anybody has an advantage or an idol, you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, ready the votes? So votes are read, decision is final, person voted out will be the first person voted out of Stranded Season 1. First vote, Matt. Dave. One vote Matt, one vote Dave. Matt. 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 4 votes Matt, 1 vote Dave. First person voted out of Stranded, Matt. So Matt, I don't know if you guys noticed, there are 7 bottles here. If you want to pick a bottle and read it.
The contents of this bottle have no power. Thank you for playing.
All right, that's it. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
You know, at first, Al, no one wants to be that, but it's okay. I had a blast, honestly. I did hurt myself. I don't know how it'll be, so it's probably best that I'll just kind of chill out and take it easy. But, you know, I did say I was going to be either the first or one of the last, so it's fine if it's the first. But it's all good. It was a fun experience, and I hope we can do it again.
Matt, really sorry it's actually got this way. I think that you probably limped so I could walk in this game. No hard feelings. It's the first boot.
I love the thrill of this game. It gives you so much adrenaline. But Matt, you're in a sea full of snakes, and you just became my first victim. 1 down, 14 to go.
Okay. I kind of hate this already. This is already difficult.
Come on.
Honestly, like right off the bat, this is the person that I actually got the best vibes from. We created the TCNJ Alliance. I really didn't want to vote you out, but I mean, you kind of threw yourself into the ring, and then that's where everyone else told me that they were going. So I want to make sure that we stay together. Hopefully all 6 of us vote together since Amir's not voting. Sorry, Matt.
It's a really tough vote. But also, I don't need to be me. I'm so sorry I didn't turn the first challenge.
Tribe had a tough break. I had a tough break. But hopefully you had the toughest break. Sorry, Matt.